Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
To the air, it's Stockton. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got the first down and more. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying to barge in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on third down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense. Understanding.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! First score of the game goes up.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it, and the offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Bishop.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Finds his target down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Aguilar. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way.
that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dumps it to the back. Gets it out fast. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarter. Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Branch. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wants to throw, it's Stockton. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Bringing it back. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. The Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Bishop. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Finds a spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponents.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Just keeps slinging it. Grabs behind the line. It's Frazier. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his athleticism to get out.
Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bring in the heat. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Brings into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Vols have it for the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Staley. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go back to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the air, it's Aguilar. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it for a big play. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Fighting off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Frazier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Open space at the 25. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the sweet feet. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown ball! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. Running to Green. Lots of running room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Lets it fly. He's got it on the right. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to beat him to the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. It's a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Matthews. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They're facing a 3rd down.
42 Spiders.
From the gun, wants to pass. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Aguilar. Going for it all. Big guy smells it.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the Volunteers line it up with a 1st and goal. Using his feet to buy time. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of... There he goes! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get it done.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Can't get him to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another